today. From Lumen Field in Seattle, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks taking on the New York.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Seahawks set to go on offense here, and it is the Pro Bowler Geno Smith at quarterback, Charles, in his 12th NFL season.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And how about this start defensively? They're going to get him behind the line a 2nd time. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by a 2nd-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 98 yards, and a score. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Left now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Clock now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now it's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Geno. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fighting through. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Right back to Tracy. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Tracy trying the right side. Down to about the 32. 2nd and 7. On the give, it's Tracy. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Locke to throw. Flush to his right. Staying on his... And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throw out wide is incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Geno now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 50, it's Smith. Going right back to Fant. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down. Again, Smith. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter. And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100. He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll go again with Tracy. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Block going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Now we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Mercedes Lewis, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Gano now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Gets around him, shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Back to throw, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On second down, here's Smith. This is the tight end, Fant. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, it's Smith, and he's got this down to the 35. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where you see the final score there. Jaden Daniels leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Matthew Stafford, 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. The Broncos trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. In the game you're watching, it's been Drew Lock with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. As we hand things...
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. And he powers his way up past the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll hand it to Tracy. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the run is Tracy, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Tracy, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will have a Giants 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Flushed out right. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Drew Lock, 33 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is Fant on the short completion. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Smith. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, It turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Smith. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dexter Lawrence dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Second down, here's Tracy. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Block now on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. They've got his man complete. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Block off of play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And quickly they get to the line. Into the red zone, it's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Locke. And this one too low. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he forced this throw, nearly intercepted in the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fortunately, no turnover, but it is fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there, and I know.
And he goes down, and it's in the end zone. Smith goes down in that end zone. That is a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now they're in the hurry-up. They look to throw. It's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. To throw it is Locke. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Locke. And this one is incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. throwing is Smith. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's Smith. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Locke.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. On 2nd and 10, Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Smith now to throw. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One last throw here for Smith. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Giants, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.